What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys another dangerous offensive combo in Madden 22. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So what I mean by offensive combo, so basically in this scheme, it's gonna be called team and scheme series basically. So in this series, we're gonna take a look at some of the best teams with the best like formation that you can run with the team. So for example, I did part 1 talking about the Bucks with the gun bunch and showing you guys, you know, hot route master gun bunch. Now in this particular video, we're going to talk about the Chiefs and we're going to talk about trips tight end. So basically that's how I'm gonna do it. So like I'm gonna put what I believe is the most overrated scheme with the overrated team, you know, and just show you guys, you know. So if you guys want to go and win games, you just want to blow out opponents basically, this will be like the videos you'll watch, because then you'll just go get the team, you'll go get the scheme I'm running, and then you'll just go ahead and just start blowing people out. That's the whole game plan behind this little series. So without further ado, man, like I said, we're talking about the Chiefs and we're talking about trips tight end, which is a really dangerous combo. Now to start off with, as far as personnel goes, using the Chiefs, I like to always put Mecole Hardman in this spot right here, and then I like to have Tyreek Hill right here, and I like to have Pringle right here. Now Pringle has 91 speed, which he's still really fast, of course. And now I like Tyreek Hill right here because we're going to use a lot out of our slots. It's going to create great matchups for us. I know most people put him on the outside, but that's not how we're going to use him in this particular scheme. Now as far as the only play I'm going to show you guys, then I'm actually going to hop into a game where I show you guys, you know, exactly how this scheme is ran. So I want to talk about Pat's YN. I know you guys know this play, but I want to show you a fire setup that you can use with any that you can use with any tight end apprentice style team. So that's why the Chiefs, for example. So anyways, we want to make sure we run this to the wide side. So again, we're in Pat's YN now. For defense, I'm gonna quickly just show you guys just general stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys versus cover 3, cover 2, man coverage, and I'm gonna show you versus cover 4 drop. Now you can actually bomb cover 3, but although I don't recommend you using this for cover 3 bombs, I recommend you using this play for a cover 2 or a man coverage type of bomb. That's where I love this setup at. So for the setup, you want to take X and you actually want to put them on a post route. You want to take circle, put them on a slant, and you want to take triangle, go ahead and put them on a drag route, and then you want to motion over this drag. Now this motion over drag with Tyreek Hill is really money. Hopefully I get enough time in the pocket, but square can actually come open if you wait on it. You just want to move the pocket, and then you'll be able to throw him open just like that. And that throw is really possible just because it's Mecole Hardman and it's Patrick Mahomes. He can actually get the ball all the way out there. Now, if your opponent wants to stop it, what they can do is actually just put that guy in a deep half. So I'm gonna back him off too. So if they want to stop this kind of thing, they can just put that guy in deep half. But if they put him in a deep half, there's going to be other things we can do. So just quickly, I just want to show you guys that yes, if they put a deep half, it will guard it. Just so you can understand that, okay, if they run cover 3 with a deep half, don't try to run this setup, because what's going to happen is, you can tell it just takes a little too long for it to get set up, and he actually stops running his route if you try to run it with that deep half. So just wanted to make sure I got that out there. Now moving on, so let's take a look at cover 2. So cover 2 is going to be the same thing. Now I'm actually going to back off square, so you might be saying, well, why are you not putting zone chucks? And the reason why is because I don't want them to zone chuck, because when you run cover 2 online, they are going to zone drop. Why are they going to zone drop? Because it's trips tight end, and they're going to have to zone drop to stop that crosser or to stop those other like post routes that we're going to do by our tight end. They're going to have to zone drop, okay? That's why I'm backing them off. Just want to make sure I make that known. Now, for the setup, you want to take X, put them on the post. Like I said, circle on a slant, triangle on a drag, and then you want to motion over Tyreek Hill on that drag route, of course. Now, the cool part about this is that Square is going to do such a great job. So watch Square. Watch how he basically opens up, and then notice how that safety is going to be able to move, and we'll be able to split them right there for a one-play touchdown very easily. Now, also I want to show you real quick too, is that if they're playing cover 2 and they put that guy right here in the middle third, we can still bomb it. And like I said, this is only possible really because of the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you could do this with any other quarterback, but you need somebody like, I think you could probably do this with the Raiders too, maybe. But obviously Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs would be the best team to actually use this little setup for. But basically watch square. So what's going to happen is Mecole Hardman is just too fast, so it ends up being a foot race, as you can tell. And like I said, Mecole Hardman is just way too fast. Now that is Vernon Scott, who has 91 speed or something like that, who's a safety. So it just doesn't matter. He just will never get there. That's why I said it's really crazy with that play. Now, actually, I want to show you cover 4 drop. So I'm not sure if this bomb's cover 4 drop. I haven't had nobody running on me, but we'll just see right here, right now. Let's see if we can do the same setup and it still bombs it. I want to say it can. I want to say that post route is actually going to move that safety, but we'll see right here. But like I said, I'm not really sure. So let's see. Okay, cool. We can actually still throw that. So yeah, you can bomb cover 4 drop, as you can tell. So we could bomb pretty much everything other than cover 3 with a deep half with just this one setup. And like I said, imagine with the Chiefs. Like, you can literally just use this play right here, and you could beat just about anybody with this play. Now, last thing I'll show you before we hop into gameplay is if they do a man-style coverage. And if they play man coverage versus the Chiefs, I mean, it's just GG's for them at that point because they just have no chance. Because this motion over drag route is so good because it's the fastest player in the league. Well, one of them, obviously. And he's going to be able to run away from any defender. You can tell the drag's going to get wide open. And if not, watch square. So, a lot of times, that's that's J. Alexander right there with Miko. Hear what I said. J. Alexander versus Miko Hardman getting burnt. And that's why I said it's just that route. That route is so good. And think about it, I'm calling inside and underneath for pressing. And it just doesn't matter because that route is really that good. So, again, I'll show you one more time in case you thought it was just fluke or anything. But that route consistently wins. I will say that much. It consistently wins. You can tell that's J. Alexander, one of the best man coverage cornerbacks in regs. And just look at how much separation they let him get. Now, right there, of course, I did get a throw out of sack. But quickly, I'm going to replay just so I can show you again that it doesn't matter. This route right here, it's really, really good if you have a speedster running it. So notice how you kind of get some separation. And notice that, look, that's an easy throw. You can easily throw that out there. But without further ado, man, check out this gameplay. So as you guys can see right here, we did load up, and it actually ended up being the Chiefs versus the Chiefs, which I actually try not to have these whenever I show you guys gameplay, just because, you know, I always wanted to try to look realistic, because obviously, you know, I like to make it at least somewhat feel real life. So he actually paused the game right here, which I was cool with, because I was pretty sure, I'm like, okay, well, you know, normally people will send you like a friendly quit, so I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be that, and I was like, yeah, I'll accept it, because, you know, actually we'll get some gameplay against. I was hoping to run into like the Packers or, you know, the Ravens, somebody who, you know, has a really, really great defense. But when I seen it didn't do anything, I was like, okay, well, I'll just try to send him one, you know, send him a little friendly quit, you know, just so I can actually load up another game, get another opponent with another team. But he rejected it, so I was like, all right, well, I guess we're ballers. So I guess it's Chiefs versus Chiefs. So yeah, like I said, man, first personnel, you always want to make sure you have Tyreek Hill in that slot, and you always want to make sure you have Miko on the outside. That is extremely important, and you want to make sure you put Pats YN in there and put it anywhere. So if you want my preferred one, I like to actually have Pats YN. I like to have vertical still. And sometimes I actually will take PA, I think it's PA Flood, I think the play is. I forget the name of it, but I like to change with PA counter go. It really just depends. But right here, I really love this setup. Basically, it's going to force your opponent to have to play a double Mabel style of coverage, because we're going to be able to throw that post route if they are zone dropping. And we also have that swing route to pull down any zones for that right side. So look at the left side. Notice how that post is just going to get wide open. As you guys know, it's a really, really great combo. So like I said, the point of this video is just showing you guys how I would run, you know, the offense with this particular team, you know. So there's some setups that, you know, you guys may not have seen before. There's some of them you probably seen all the time. You know, that's the point of this video. It's not to give you just new groundbreaking setups, which the one that I gave you for Pats YN is my personal setup. But as far as with setups you see me running a game, are probably going to be some of the setups you see other people run, because it's very, very similar when you're running trip style offenses, because, you know, it's really particular what works, right? Now, right here, I was reading his user, and I noticed he didn't put anybody deep, and I was like, am I tripping? And I'm like, no, there's really nobody deep. So I was like, we'll definitely take that, you know, right over the top for a touchdown. You cannot, you know, you can't do that when I got Patrick Mahomes. You can't do that. So anyways, he does end up scoring and going for 2, so we are down 1, but not really worried about it, especially after scoring like that. I was like, okay, if this is going to be that type of game, I feel like I could, you know, out Chiefs him, basically, because that's all he's doing when you're playing with the Chiefs. You just want to see who can out Chief who, because, you know, their offense is extremely hard to stop regardless, and you add in trips tight end, it's just almost unfair at that point. So right here, you try to go man coverage, and like I said, when you have Miko and Tyreek Hill on the same team, you will just be able to run drag routes. You can almost have anything you want. Honestly, you can almost have it. Especially with Travis Kelce. I mean, we got Patrick Mahomes, like I said. And Jerick McKinnon is actually pretty good. Jerick. Is it Jerick? Yeah, Jerick McKinnon. There we go. That sounds a little better. But right here, you guys can see, this is actually another setup that I do like too. This one actually works a little better on next gen, I'm pretty sure, because of the streak post combo. But you could tell we actually did not get what we wanted. And what's good about this is that they don't blitz. You could easily playmaker, and that running back little delay route is actually really good as well. I didn't actually mention it in the video, but it's really nice if you know, look for it. But the problem is I just never look for it, to be honest with you guys. So right here, actually, this curl flat, I actually love this play against man coverage, because what we're going to do is put a post on the field, and then we're actually going to take square, just move him out the way, and now we have a read between X, R1, and circles. That's all I'm reading. I notice he goes with circle. Now, I wanted to throw R1, but I could tell he wasn't rushing anybody, so I said, let me just be patient in the pocket. And like I said, versus the Chiefs, you just can't give the Chiefs that much time because somebody's going to route bounce, and at that point, that's all I was looking for. But had he blitzed or something, I could have had R1 right out the backfield. I just wanted to wait because I knew that he wasn't really rushing, 4 people. He's only rushing 2, so I knew I had all day to throw the ball. So anyways, like I said, this combo right here is really good, this post, and then we're going to have this curl flat post, which is actually a little better than a crossing route because it gets a little deeper, and it's really hard to zone drop that circle route, honestly. So that's why you see him go user, because it is hard to zone drop. And like I said, he was basically giving me all day. Now I know I could have had a read, but I just wanted to just scramble out there with my quarterback because I wanted him to actually have to account for my quarterback. So like, instead of dropping a purple, I wanted him to try to put a spy, so that way I could actually have a dot wide open, if that makes sense. So right here, I actually just wanted to throw the bubble. I could have ran it. There was literally nobody in the middle, and I noticed that the whole time. I just wanted to throw the bubble just to see what it looked like, just to see, that's all. But this defensive front, I don't know why he was playing that. You see he switched it. But right here, I was actually thinking about hitting that streak to triangle. But I noticed his user walked over there. So I thought he was using that safety. So that's why I didn't even just look at that side, because I figured he was using that safety. But he actually maybe got stuck on a lineman. But either way, I seen the outside guy blitz, so I knew nobody was in the flat. So I just said, I'm just going to dump it in the flat. So definitely missed a touchdown. And that's something I have to get better on. I miss reads a lot, if you guys can't tell. But anyways, right here we actually are going to be able to hit our read right there. We're going to go ahead and get up and get the nice touchdown, man. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't really worried about it. You see, we actually do get another stop right here. So he tried to just chunk the ball up just because he has Tyreek Hill. And a lot of times that's what your Chiefs players do. That's why I don't like playing against the Chiefs, because a lot of times people just try to throw the ball up to Tyreek Hill. If it doesn't work, they throw a pick, and they throw 2 picks. They probably just quit the game because all they wanted to do is just run a little one play where Tyreek Hill just is going to just run right by somebody. So anyways, this is actually another setup that I really love right here. It looks similar, but it's different at the same time. And like I said, backside drag. You guys notice we actually got the great animation we're looking for yards after the catch, and we are able to pick up some nice yards. You see, we are 9 for 9 for 167 with 2 touchdowns. So 9 for 9, man, and that's what you could do with the Chiefs, just because there's always going to be reads available, and unless somebody has like the Packers or they have the Ravens, you're really just going to be able to just dominate any defense, because there's no other team you could just play straight man coverage with. And if they play zones, this offense is so good that you could just pick apart zone coverage. And you can tell this is the setup I was telling you guys about, the one where you just almost have everything open. Now, I've seen square. I really wanted square. You could tell he was open. I just didn't have enough time. So right here, I actually wanted to go back to it, but I was like, 2nd and 18. I was like, should I go back to it? Because it was literally wide open, So I decided to actually try it because I noticed he's playing cover 2. Look at what he's doing. He's shooting this guy all the way outside. So normally that tells you they're playing cover 2. If you notice they take their safety, they put them outside, that means they're putting them in a deep half, honestly. That's what that means. So I knew he was putting a deep half out there, so I knew that square route was going to be open. I just wanted to wait, but I missed circle trying to read square. Like I said, I miss reads all the time because I try to look for the bomb sometimes, and that can actually get you in trouble. So it really just depends. Like if I was playing for like a money game or something, I probably would just took circle right out the break and just methodically drive your way down the field. That's normally how I play. But lately when I do these videos, I try to show you guys the bombs and the big plays. So that's normally what I do. But like I said, you can tell you're scooting this guy out there. So I knew I was going to have triangle. I had everything open. His zone drops were all the way off, and that's a nice play right there to actually offset people trying to zone drop a lot. Because it's going to make it hard, because a lot of times they're going to put their zones further back to account for your backside post, to account for your crosser routes. They're going to push those zone drops back. So that's actually a lovely play to actually attack that. So right here, this is actually inside switch, so it's naturally a cover 2 beater, and I knew he was playing cover 2. And so I wanted the user to have to choose between triangle and square. That's my thought process. So I look at square, I notice square, I'm noticing that linebacker is not going to be able to get there. So we are going to be able to throw a nice dot right over the top of his head for an easy play. So right here, this is actually the last play of the game right here. So anyways, you guys can tell I just kind of left the tight end. I knew he didn't want it, so I went over there to try to bait. I actually got the lurk right there from William Gay, I think his name. No, I forgot his name. But anyway, it don't matter. But anyways, guys, can wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Ray Drell, and I'm out.